Okay, so it's July 13th. Is it? Yes. Confirmed. Kind of got out when it was cooler to do some weeding, do some harvesting of the lettuce and kale mostly. This is not going to be very fun, partially because I don't like weeding, which has been expressed before, but also because I got some muscle pain. I kind of overdid it at the gym the other day, so now my arms hurt. But this mostly puts a strain. Get beetle out of hair. It mostly puts a strain on my legs, so I think I'll be fine. Whoa! All of a sudden, surrounded by bugs. Anyway, I'm gonna get to it. I got hot fast. Okay, so I'm not finished. Still working. I saw 2 ticks on the handle, but I haven't seen any on the hay bales yet. I did order seed oil. I don't know where it is. It's been a while. Well, it looks like the pumpkins have stopped bothering the peppers, but it does look like they've kind of taken over this area, which I guess is kind of expected. I'm probably gonna have to reinforce that netting or just try to pull the pumpkins off, but they're gonna constantly try to climb that. I've also been, in terms of weeding, I've just mostly been focused on this stringy stuff. And then once I'm good and done with that, I'll try to pull up some of this poison ivy that is springing up. That's not acceptable. I've also been focusing on trying to weed out areas where my plants are going to get threatened by them. So basically the beans and some of the watermelon. Oh yeah, if you wanted a closer up of the proto watermelon, there it is. I gotta be really careful about stepping on it. In fact, I might just get like a little stake and mark that out. I don't want to move it per se. That might not be a good idea. But anyway, that's kind of where I am. I'm gonna keep on going. Oh, one nice thing though is that now when I'm weeding down there, when I crouch down, I get shaded by the sun from these cucumbers and the tomatoes, so that's cool. Back to work. Alright, so I did most of it. God, it's like you go outside and it's like, oh, it's fine, you know, cool. And then you go out in the hot sun for a long enough time and it just sucks. Anyway, too many ticks. I'm still, I'm in that kind of angry mood again where like, I just want the ticks gone, you know. And this time I have something to direct anger at, and that is, where is the freaking cedar oil? I ordered it, and it's not here. I ordered it like a week ago. Guess I'm spoiled thanks to Amazon, but in any case, I think that's it for weeding. I'm gonna try mowing around just to control again the poison ivy population. Probably do a spray tomorrow. Attacking by beetles. I'm in a very this sucks kind of mood when it comes to gardening. I don't think I'll grab much today anyway. It's just mostly the lettuce and the kale that need to be harvested. I forgot if I did a video clip about this or not yet, but got a bunch more lettuce and kale. Signing off. 28 grams of pepper. 27. 125 grams of kale. And 170 grams of lettuce. I think that's all I harvested today, so signing off for now. It is July 14th. Oh, you see that? It just started. I guess because I started talking, I scared them off, but there's some deer. Yeah, I hope they're not gonna try to go after my hay bale garden. Sure, it's nice out, but like, again, I wouldn't want to stay in the sun for too long. It's only about like 2 p.m. or 14 hours if you're that kind of person. I'm just here to spray the poison ivy. The reason why I mentioned the time is it's a bit late for that. But, I mean, it's better now than never, you know. Well, this is a problem, the fact that the sun, or the hay bales are going to be shading out these guys. Beetle. But, should somewhat work. Should work a little bit. Yes. So, just gonna do that, and then if I have anything interesting to show inside, they'll show it. I've realized I've been, like, the last video I just uploaded was like 40 minutes, and I realized I probably should try to stay on point more, so these videos don't, like, just drag on. But, I mean, I'm making these videos more for my own benefit than, you know, other people, so. Anyway, we're gonna sign off, and then maybe I'll be back today, maybe I won't. Slight experiment. Still haven't gotten the cedar oil, but here's a tick. It's not a plant, so this is okay, but I'm wondering if they like the spray. Yeah. Probably not. I mean, its purpose is to dehydrate, so. Oh, yep, they don't like that. Well, hopefully it kills them. I don't know if it will or not, but yeah, it was worth a shot. Literally, I guess. Well, I did pick two more cucumbers, and that watermelon is starting to really grow in. This one's not as large, which that's fine, I guess. But I still have to constantly watch it when I'm walking around here, because I don't want to accidentally step on it. Frog alert! Frog alert! Hey, little buddy. Hey, little buddy. Little pal. I guess this place gets really wet because of the post hole and the fact that I was running the soaker hose for a bit. So maybe he came here as kind of an island in this field to cool off. I like frogs. Do frogs eat ticks? I hope they do. I'm a pretty one-track mind today. Just gotta remember to turn off the water. And then I'll weigh the cucumbers, and then that's it for today. Alright, 365 grams. This one's fine, so I'm just gonna refrigerate that, but I did tear the tip on this one, so I'm just gonna cut this up now and then eat it with like some hummus or something. Look how pretty the inside of these cucumbers are. Like, just perfect. There's no defects. It's been like this for all of them. Fresh. It's the best. No, actually it's July 15th. I was busy putting the compost away. I looked over here and I saw like this deer head with its big old ears just kind of looking at me from the other side of the hill. Unfortunately I didn't have my camera out, so it's buggered off. So didn't get it on camera. I still haven't actually seen the last time I saw the deer, which was either yesterday or the day before. I don't know how well I caught that on camera, but I mean, it's like deer, like, who really cares? It looks like the lawnmowers have been dumping on the pumpkins, but that might be strong enough to... I heard a thing. Now, you do have to be a little careful. I mean, deer generally are afraid of me, but, you know, they're basically horses, and horses are dangerous. Yeah, I can still hear them. Well, I suppose that's that. Looks like the poison ivy got hit okay with the spray, even though I was a bit late on it. Definitely could have been better. Looks like the cantaloupe's getting outside again. They're already pretty big. I might just let them kind of do this, and then whatever comes to eat them, comes to eat them. And that watermelon, I'm really happy. It definitely seems to be growing up. In addition, we don't have... Oh, there's one tick. I was wondering what was going on with the... what happened when I sprayed them, so maybe that's encouraging. It's not a long-term thing, and I still haven't gotten the friggin' cedar oil. I guess it's just terrible. Anyway, let's head on in. I've headed on in it. I love this big. Looking forward to that. That zucchini might be ready, and I just stepped on that. I've got to make sure not to step on that. Well, that's not growing much, so maybe the plant's having issues. Beans seems to be growing up. I probably need to harvest that soon. Not today, because I don't feel like it. Oh yeah, I brought scissors just in case that zucchini was actually ready. I'm gonna head over there after I check up on this, and then... Right, I was gonna cut down the length of these videos. Alright, cutting here. And if anything of important note happens, I will turn the camera back on. Noteworthy enough, there's a hidden watermelon down there. Now that is maybe a little concerning, because I don't think that place is big enough to house a watermelon. So I may need to move that if it gets big enough. Yeah, it's literally kind of trapped between the two hay bales, and mosquitoes are out. That's great. I'm gonna be itching my arms all day. Ah! My ear. I gotta stop stepping on that. One thing that is constantly surprising me is how big these tomatoes and how many tomatoes I've gotten, and none of them have turned red yet. I also want to probably, next time I get out here, I'm going to need to get a string, and that tomato plant has completely fallen over, so I'm going to try to string it back up. Oh, and this, how did I not notice this guy? I can try to place it back up. How did he fall over in the first place? You're not even leaning that much. Here. That'll probably keep it up for a while. Jeez, these tomatoes are so heavy they don't know what to do with themselves. Anyway, last thing I want to just do is, I notice some of these peppers are probably ready for me to grab, so I'm gonna grab them. I was also looking at some of the old videos, and that squash thing that was hanging down here, can't find... Oh, there it is. That might be ready. That looks ready. Let me just... Well, it came off, so I guess it's ready. I was like, oh, I better hold it. Well, no, now I have a squash, I guess. Woo! It doesn't feel rotten, not squishy. Alright, gonna grab peppers, take the squash back. I should have brought a bag. I don't really have anything. I was gonna have to stuff it in my pocket. The difficult thing is that you need two hands to close that door, to tie it off. I could get an actual latch at some point, at some point. Ah, mosquito! What's the benefit of having a battery-powered scale? You can do it outside. So, 22 grams of peppers, and then 47 grams of delicata squash. Now, when I was writing the tomato plant, I accidentally kind of ripped off the tip. So I'm going to do something that my cousin Tiffany suggested, and that is get water, put it in, and see if it develops roots. If not, whatever. So, I got the tape, just in case I want to kind of suspend it up from the bottom. So maybe like this. Two-hand job. It's a two-hand job. God, I really could have phrased that better. Hey, so we're nowhere near my house, but I did want to point out, as part of the series, is that you can see over there we got some wild Concord grapes growing in this here swamp. I'm also by the road, so car noise. Isn't that cool? Hey, it's June 6th. Hi, Rabbit. It is June 17th. Sorry, I was going to say 16th, but it's not actually. So, had a line of storms come through. It's brought some rain. It's still raining. I haven't bring a raincoat, but I just don't care anymore, so... You can Here I got a colander and some scissors because I assume there's some zucchini and whatchamacallit, cucumbers that need to be picked, and probably some beans. I'll see how I feel. I just want to check in on things too. For example, blueberries starting to ripen up a little bit. So I see some purple ones in there. Wish they'd ripen all at the same time, but we're definitely starting to enter the blueberry season of August. I suppose it kind of lasts through September, I guess. I can never remember properly. Well, this is nice because I don't have to water my my garden. Oh, it's picking up a little bit. Maybe I should have brought a raincoat. Oh, that sound of the droplets on the colander. I would have brought an actual bag, but I could just find grocery bags, and they kind of disintegrate in this weather. One thing I am kind of curious about is I'm wondering if the rain is going to bring out the ticks. I just got... Go away. Well, it is bringing out the beetles, I'll tell you that. But, you know, ticks like wet weather, right? So maybe they're... Ow, 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 ow. Ah. Fudge knuckles, ow. Okay, whatever that was, it just bit my hand and it actually hurt. I rarely see it, I guess because I'm out in the rain. Well, I'm gonna stop recording so I can just pick these and get out before I start getting bitten to death. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. So I haven't gotten much so far. Stupid mosquito. I should get some like repellent. This watermelon is definitely growing, so that's good. This watermelon is not, so I'm wondering if something's wrong with it. If it's just not, if it doesn't have the motivation to really grow into a true watermelon, which would be sad. There's a huge cucumber over there and some beans I want to grab, and I haven't gotten the zucchini. I'm going to do that now. Slug alert! Slug alert! Slug alert! Okay, that was a little funny. Here's something kind of interesting. This branch was originally kind of sticking out, but it's already kind of curled back on itself, back onto the trellis. I didn't do that. It's interesting how I must have like felt out there and be like, oh no, there's nothing there, and just kind of went back. These parts will probably do the same thing. Plants are cool. So I ended up actually kind of turning over the zucchini to get at the zucchini, and we got another slug. These things really love to come out in the rain. I'm gonna try to kill them with my scissors. Oh my god, there's more, I just realized. Yeah, they're gonna eat my plants, so I'm gonna try to snip them. You're just gonna take off the head, right? That'll probably work. 39 grams beans. Cucumbers, we got 780 grams. And finally we got 658 grams of zucchini. One thing I am noticing is that this has effectively become a very good dragonfly trap. But you can see the delicata are now putting out much larger squash than they did that really one early time. So another thing I just noticed is that we've got our first pumpkin over there, but it's being held up by the fence. That's no good. I'm gonna have to go fix that because, you know, it might be able to hold up the plant itself, but when that pumpkin gets big, well, it's not going to get too big. I mean, it's a sugar pumpkin, but still, I'm going to have to tear that thing down. Just let it sit on the ground because it's not good. Anyway, going to pick. So as I was tearing down the pumpkin that was growing on the side, I found another growing pumpkin. Woo! So these are sugar pumpkins, so very edible, very delicious for things like pumpkin pie, which I can't eat because I'm on a diet. We'll find other uses for them. Anyway, here's the harvest. I didn't bring a bucket because I wasn't expecting much. Doesn't matter what I expect. It just happens that I get a lot. And you are still trapped in here. But I don't see dead dragonflies a lot, so I'm assuming you get out eventually. No ripe tomatoes, not a single one. You can also see we've got a cucumber, the plant that has kind of infiltrated up through the tomatoes. Maybe it'll help hold it all together since it's kind of trapped on the inside. And the tomatoes seem to be doing fine. In fact, they seem to be doing really well. I might need to beef up the tomato cage a little bit because I'm constantly having to take them and kind of shove them into the main mass so they can stop falling over outside. Oh, yeah, and I also planted this tomato plant like a while ago to replace the peas, which I think they're died. They don't like heat, I think. So, turns out I didn't really need any peas here. The cucumbers were like, oh hey, free space, whoop! Anyway, I think that's all for today. I'm gonna take these home. And I should have left them outside, I think, just because now I have to move them outside, set them down, and then tie it up because I need 2 hands. And there's 2 ticks on the freaking twine. If I had the scissors, I'd stab them to death, but that doesn't happen all the time. Yeah, piss off. Okay, now to get the laborious process of moving all that out here, tying it up, and avoiding the poison ivy. Woo! 64 grams of peppers. and almost 1 kilogram of cucumbers. That's the biggest harvest so far.